And we back. Young Z TV got Ayatollah Marv in the building today. What it do?
Ayatollah in the house. Happy to be here.
Man, I'm bad at pronouncing names, man.
Everybody, it's a tongue twister. Ayatollah, the evidence of God. That's what we doing.
I want to say, man, it's a pleasure having you on the show, man, and I appreciate you for doing this for me, man.
Again, I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to get our message out there and try to make a difference and let people understand that we don't set trip, we set trends.
That's what's up. Man, I'm gonna get right to it, man. I seen you on No Jumper here about a couple of weeks ago, and you said that Wack100 wasn't a real Pyru.
No, I said he asked me the question, was Wack a Pyru? I said that he wasn't from Compton, so he's lives in Pacoima as two P's and a B, Pacoima Pyru Bloods. So where you live, claim where you live. So he makes accusations like he's the godfather of Pyru, that he runs California on Pyru. I just ask him, bro, put it on your own hood. Put it on your hood. Say you own Pacoima.
For the people that don't know, Pyru is a street in Compton, right?
Pyru is a street in Compton. It's not but 3 neighborhoods in Compton that has Pyru Street. West Side Pyru, where it started on between Central and Parmalee on Pyru Street, and Fruit Town between Folsom over to Arambe, and 135 neighborhood from San Pedro over to Outline. Those are the only 3 neighborhoods that has a Pyru street. Pyru is a community. It ain't just something that somebody picked up. People live on that street, and it was raised. And the Pyru Boys started in 1960 with Mickey Bowen, Mickey Blue, Lonnie Hall, Clarence Grandy, and Victor Murphy. They was OG bank robbers. And the feds came and asked us one day, where are the Pyru Boys? And that's how the name came up. And then later on, it got solidified in another direction when gang activity started behind a little brother named Billy Flowers. When Billy Flowers got killed by Jody Crawford. Jody Crawford was from Watts, and he shot Billy Flowers and killed him. And Billy's mother had him at Harrison Ross Funeral Home on Firestone, and the dudes from the Jordan Downs came over to the funeral home and turned his body out the box and threw him on the floor. And Miss Flowers asked Puddin' and Lil Vets and some of the other boys from Pyru Street. They went over to the funeral home, and when dudes came over there to attack bro again, they started shooting at him. And they're like, who is these dudes? And they said, we Pyrus. And that's how the name Pyru came to in a gang sense. And so they started calling Pyrus roosters. Roosters are red, so they started aligning with 5'9" brims and bounty hunters. So that's the history. But our 10 square miles, well, we run everything in Compton. Anything out of LA we don't do. So dudes that come from somewhere else and start claiming our neighborhood, that's what made things so bad.
That's what I was finna say, and the only point you was trying to prove is that Wack100 ain't from neither one of those hoods that you just named.
At all. Nothing. He's not from Ludus Park. He's not from Campanella. He's not from Neighborhood. He's not from Treetops. He's not from Limehood. He's not from the Mob. He's not from Hollywood. So, bruh, don't put it on Pyru. Put it on Pacoima, where you live. You're not from there. You were raised there. His own homeboys don't accept him in his hood. You never seen this dude at no hood days, no swoops. You see him in Dubai and in Jamaica or in some studio, but you never. And he was hanging out with Wacko from the West Side, and that was his protection. And when Wacko cut him loose, he don't come to Compton. He don't come to Compton at all.
I was gonna say that too. I heard you saying like you was one of the oldest Pyrus living.
I'm the oldest active Pyru in the world.
Right, and by the Wack 100 saying that he was a Pyru, and you pretty much said that earlier. You never seen him at a hood day or nothing.
Nothing.
So how did he get put on? Do you know that?
No, well, right now anybody can get put on. You know.
That's what I was gonna ask you too when you said Fruit Town and Soulja Boy. Do you think these dudes buy their way in? Buy to like pay for protection?
Yeah,
just claim.
I can't understand you being a millionaire and want to be a gangbanger. That's backwards. If I got all this money, so you trying to get street creds, you trying to go to the penitentiary for free. It don't make no sense. But these dudes, they come in and claim your hood, and they got all this money, but they don't give back to the community. They don't come in and put a studio so some young dudes can start writing some raps, because you don't feel the same way rich that you do when you broke.
Right.
So these dudes have an opportunity, but they'll go in a strip club and fuck off $25,000, $30,000 and give some of the homeboys some liquor and some weed. That's treating me like a bitch now.
That's real. I don't understand when dudes do that.
So like if you claim, I work for Mike Tyson, I got my house through that. Every detail I've ever had, I made it pay. I brought Mike Tyson to the neighborhood, to Fruit Town. I brought him to Momo's, their mother's house, let him see the pictures, and bought B. Brown to Compton. If you gonna fuck with me, you gonna fuck with my folks. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So for you to just have dudes around you that's not doing anything for your community, it don't make sense to me. So this little dude, 4'11", just run his mouth, but he ain't did shit for Compton at all. He ain't did shit for Pyru. Take a couple of homies to Dubai, take them to Jamaica. So you buying friends? So that was my only situation, that he runs his mouth on Pyru. You're a businessman. How are you a businessman and you keep throwing up this gang mentality? What are you trying to show the world? All he did is put his artists in jeopardy, because you talking this stuff, making all these enemies. How is your artist going to work?
Man, Wack 100 going through it, man. He got Big U on his ass. He got you on his ass. He better go hide in the hole somewhere, man.
He getting a list, digging himself deeper and deeper. Like I said, he didn't have 147 phases and ain't took one of them. Where you at? Bro, pull up. I'm gonna pull up on you. But you ain't pulled up on me yet. I'm here. I'm in the hood every day.
Earlier, you was saying something about a phone call.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if I should bring it up on the thing. That's why I was kind of
leery to ask. He made a statement that he would whenever he saw me, he was gonna knock me out. So I get a phone call, and me and him on a three-way last Friday. Friday just passed, right? So this is him on our phone call. Forget what the fuck I said. What did I say, bro? It was offensive to me when it came up, and he act like he didn't know nothing about how it happened. But I know he had to. Why did you listen here, bro? They asked me, was you a Pyru? And I say he's not from Compton. That ain't what you say. Okay, I'm old. I forget what the fuck I said. What did I say, bro? Right. Let me get this right. So if a nigga ain't from Compton, he ain't a Pyru, what you say? I don't think homie gonna stand with you. You can't tell motherfuckers all over the state that I'm Pyru, and niggas think that you run Pyru. Nigga, you don't. Have I ever said I ran Pyru? Yes, sir. You indicated that. When? I give you 100,000 you can show me where I said I ran Pyru. On Pyru. On everything Pyru said, I talk the back on. If you show me anywhere where I ever say, no one nigga run Pyru. No one nigga run Pyru, period. No one nigga, you show me where I ever said I ran Pyru. No, hey, Marvin, in fairness to him on that, all he ever said... No, I never said I said the indication, bro. I said the indication.
Nigga, I'm representing Paul Wood on the stand, though.
Okay. Represent Pacoima, nigga.
Nigga, I represent Paul Wood, nigga, because guess what? When I was behind the wall,
What wall? What wall? Where was you at, nigga? You was in Chuckawalla.
are you for real?
You didn't do time in Chuckawalla?
On a 9-month bar, like the last one.
You didn't do time in Chuckawalla?
Folsom, Pleasant Valley, Shake 49170. Fuck out of here, nigga. What
Okay.
you talking to, nigga?
Well, I'm talking to you, bitch ass nigga. The fuck you?
Rick from Fruittown, nigga. Monkey Man George polluted. Nigga George erected Western people. Polluted. Little man, big new print. Nigga, the list goes on and on, nigga.
It don't go on and on. You 92,000 niggas. You a late brick freight, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about.
I ain't never been to the pen in 2000.
Okay, in 2000.
49170. Have you been to the pen? Because you know what the J
I'm a B number, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? I'm a B number.
Okay, what are you talking about?
I'm a B number, nigga.
So, a J number is a 94 number.
A J number. I don't know nothing about. I was in '94. I was in Ironwood State Prison, where you was in Chuckawalla.
I was a solid dad, nigga.
Okay, so what's the point, bro? Where we gonna meet at? Where we gonna meet at, bro?
No, whatever you want to do, all you gonna do is die, nigga.
Okay, that's what I'm there. Guess what happened if you do?
That's all you gonna do is die.
Okay, let's see. Where can we do this at?
I tell you what. I'm gonna show you what this bag do. I'll holler at you.
Okay, for sure.
Damn, bro, did he just put a hit out on you?
Oh yeah, he got. See, this
Oh, boy.
this little bitty man got. I took him out of his character. He couldn't floss anymore. And his last ditch effort, you just went from knocking me out on sight whenever you saw me to, nigga, I'm gonna show you what this bag gonna do. When I see you, you gonna die. Okay, so what happens if the table reverse? So now you gonna, cause you got $3 million, you gonna put a hit on me? Let's see how that works. I don't think the homie's gonna stand for that either. You know what I'm saying? I've been in this game too long.
I can't believe this man just put a hit out on you like that, bro.
Say, you gonna show me what this bag gonna do. I done had dudes from LA, from Detroit, from New Jersey calling me about, man, what did this dude say? Crips, Bloods, dudes that ain't even banging, man, what's happening with this guy? You know? So this is something you can't crawl from under. You're gonna have to do something. You have to shit and get off the pot right now.
First of all, man, you old enough to be Wack100's father, man.
No, his grandfather.
And he should have, and by you being an OG Pyru, the set that he claimed, he should have a little more respect when he talking to you, man, you know.
Should have.
Try to get more of an understanding of where you coming from, you know. And well, I'm just giving my opinion.
These
man.
dudes are so emotional. They act more like girls than girls do. So he just let somebody. Charleston White took him out of his character. He's just a little bitty man with a gang of complexes. But now he didn't overstep his boundary. So now he done affected my life.
Man, them strong words, man. You gotta watch it when you talking like that.
You gotta watch what you're talking.
Man.
And what make it so crazy, he thought he was so slick. I heard him when he clicked the phone. He was calling himself, he was gonna tape me, right? So I taped him.
I beat him to the punch.
You know what I'm saying?
Already. Man, we gonna switch the subject, man. We ain't gonna give him no more shine, man.
Yeah, no, you know, wasting time. Some people you just don't give the energy. You know, the quickest way to put out a forest fire is don't give it no oxygen.
That's what's up, man. Now we gonna flip to C. White, Charleston White, man.
Well, what can we say about that? Everybody done said it. You know, I'm impressed because without him, I wouldn't be on the media with you today. You know what I'm saying?
That's real. Yeah.
So I give him a shout out for doing what he did, because
Y'all keep throwing each other alley hoops, man.
this like here this man, and I just heard that West Coast Charleston White, he just put a white flag up. He gonna try to team up with Charlie, against us now, right? So yesterday they say he threw in the white flag saying that Charleston White has some good points and he want to collaborate with Charleston.
Who's
right?
this?
Wack100.
Oh yeah, I've been seeing them kind of like ride Charleston coattail a little bit.
Yeah, so like he said, but he claimed, well, I didn't see no value in talking about Charleston White, but when it came to him, we were going on No Jumper. The day before we went on No Jumper, he went on his podcast that night and claimed that he had talked to the brother in prison, had spoken to his family, and he had 500 pages of transcript on this tape recording call. He said he never did that. Mm-hmm. But he's on his podcast. Yeah, what y'all think I've been doing for 5 months? Because he thought he had it locked in. But then when it didn't work out for him, he started pouting and act like it wasn't no good, and what's the use in saying? Well, first of all, in our world, a rat is a rat. Whether you're a 10-year-old rat or a 100-year-old rat, a rat is a rat. Mm-hmm. If you get as a citizen and you see something going wrong and you tell on it, you're protecting yourself. But if me and you do something and knowing me and you doing it, and I tell on you, I'm ratting, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't care if you 10, it ain't no. So now he's trying to compromise. That old Charleston White was just 14 when he did that. He was 14 when he went trying to steal those Raider jackets. So you didn't ride your beef. You feel what I'm saying? So that don't change no way in hell. But Charles White, I gotta give him his dues because he embraced it. After the paper, first he tried to lie about the paperwork. They don't know the difference between Tarrant County and Dallas, Texas. That's some false paperwork. When he found out it was legitimate, he started talking about him testifying on somebody else in jail, right? Mm-hmm. So he started embracing being a rat. Man, now we can't. He done took all the fire from our paperwork.
Yeah.
So it ain't even about him.
I heard Wack saying that. He said it's hard to beat Charleston because he'll tell you what he's doing. I'm a rat.
Yeah, he'll turn it around. See, like it okay, but that's the best way to. And Muhammad Ali said that's the rope-a-dope. Make you fight against yourself. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I applaud him. He's a hell of an actor, a hell of an entertainer. People like him because, see, after every depression, that's why comedy is so prevalent. After a big pandemic, people want to laugh.
Yeah.
They want something. So
they want something to watch.
They want something, and he says some of the most outlandish shit.
He's very entertaining.
He comes. One day, my partner said, "Oh, did you listen to this nigga?" He said, "Fuck Moses. It wasn't no Moses. Show me his grave."
Yeah, that's the type of stuff he say.
So like, okay, so then you'll have a shot. Well, wait a minute. Nobody know where Moses' grave is, right? Well, where's Jesus' grave?
Those are good questions, man. But if there was a grave site of Jesus, it would be more. You think the mosque is something? What they call the thing? The black building that they go pray to, the Muslims.
The masjid.
You think that's something? If it was a Jesus grave, oh man, that happens.
Well, they go to Egypt. It's just like the Jews go to the Wailing Wall. Millions of them go. We go for Hajj during Ramadan and go around the Black Rocks. Millions. So you got all kind of people that deal with all kind of myths and mythology. That's the way of the world is. We believed in the good tooth fairy. We believed in rabbit legs. But when you get grown, a rabbit don't lay eggs, right?
Right.
So Charleston White, he just got his time right now. And he know we then became a society of introverts. People not going out of their house. This is what making podcasts so popular. They can sit right in their homes, in their own little decimal world, and hear everything. You know,
Yeah,
so I don't give
right.
no credit to a man that say he learned how to gang banging with Monster Cody's book. I read a book, and he tell you I read a book.
And he ran the juvenile.
That's what he said, but that never
Detention
happened.
center.
When he got out of protective custody, he was in. So he told them some stuff about L.A. that didn't nobody from Texas know. So he, just like now, he became the shout jock. Cuz this, cuz that. And then he comes right out to the homeland, meets all of these people, and then comes back to Dallas and belittles them.
Yeah,
What kind of shit is that?
man. That's Charleston.
That's
That's
Mr. White.
That's Charleston White,
Mr.
man.
White, that shit. I have nothing bad to say about it. You know.
Man, I see you splurging a Death Row Records jacket, man. I like this.
Yes, sir. It's a legend. It's straight out of Compton, California.
I mean, I'm hearing that you did bodyguard work for Whitney Houston.
But I work for
And
Bobby
Tupac.
Brown, Whitney Houston. I work for Mike Tyson. I worked with Barry Hankerson, Black Ground Records with Aaliyah, Genuine, Missy Elliott. I did Set It Off with Queen Latifah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've had some good experiences.
Man, that's what's up, man. Give me a crazy story, man, that you ain't told no other podcast.
I ain't got no, I really.
But what I did want to ask you about, man, I say, golly, man, Garth Brooks brothers hitting the wet.
Hey, all over the world, right? Yeah. I was on the run.
He had no whack attack, did he?
All attacks, everybody did. Everybody didn't want to take his clothes off, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, Garth gave the city of Compton $1 million.
How did that come about, man?
Man, we were doing the Rebuild LA and with the city of Compton, and I got in contact with Garth Brooks and his managers and his management team. So he did a concert at Inglewood Farm and donated the money to Rebuild LA. And he gave the city of Compton.
Man, that's dope. That's dope, man. You know, people give out 10,000 here, 20,000 there. And Garth Brooks, he slung $1 million to Compton, man. That's dope.
Dr. Dre just gave $10 million to Compton Unified School District to rebuild Compton High School.
All right, speaking of Dre, man, you made it Dre Day for Compton.
In 2014, he was the first black billionaire from the city of Compton.
Mm-hmm.
And people don't know nothing, youngsters don't know nothing about June 19th. Juneteenth don't mean nothing to a kid. So now in the city of Compton, June 19th is Dre Day. So I had everybody in the neighborhood sign a scroll. They signed a scroll. I gave them the first ever hood pass.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with all the freeways around it, gave him a hood pass and these scrolls and honored his day.
Right. Compton brought out a lot of people, man. From the Dr. Dre's, the Eazy-E's, Ice Cube from Compton, right?
Not actually.
No, he from no.
Yeah, but he came Easy's from DJ Quick. The list goes on. Compton is the smallest, biggest community. We had more Olympics more people go to the Olympics. More blacks went to the Olympics at one time than any state in the United States, 10 square miles. You know, we've had some great stuff come up out of Compton, you know. So we've always been trendsetters. You know, when you drink your water and you drink your Avion water, your Fiji water, and it tells you it comes from artesian wells, and you see all these waterfalls going down. The first 21 artesian wells is out of Compton, California, and they sold the water to the water companies.
By Compton being so small, you say the 10 square mile, Eazy-E was a Crip, right? So How did that go with the Pyrus and the Crips right there in the in
We,
that
all our
square mile?
neighborhoods is like 1 block away from the other one.
Right. There wasn't no beefing going on,
That's-
or they
it's-
got along.
Man, Compton is murder capital of the world. What do you mean?
Man, when you say that 10 square mile, and I say, man, the Crip, they right there.
Compton was the first city in America to become the murder capital of the world in 1973.
Man, what you think started that?
What started it?
The murders, the gangs and the murders.
We came from a dispensation of not fighting, now everybody's shooting, you know. And in 1973, everybody wasn't killed in Compton, but they brought their bodies and dumped them. Compton was like Dallas. It was a country town when I was growing up. The LA Dodgers lived there. They had horses, they had cows, they had goats. So we had chickens, you know. So it was Mayberry when I was growing up. You know, we used to steal Sandy Koufax and Maury Wills from the LA Dodgers, steal their horses early in the morning and ride them all the way to Disneyland. You know?
Hold on, man. You gonna have people thinking we got goats and cows and horses and shit in our yard. We see it in Dallas too, man.
Yeah, you know, we sitting down in Compton, we still got horses and cows, you know, it's still an urban area, you know what I'm saying? So we're not suburban like that. So yeah, you know, so Compton had a great legacy, and, you know, white America took the economic side of it and tried to turn it into a ghetto, because it was the first black-run city west of the Mississippis. We was the only city in 1970 that west of the Mississippis that had a black mayor, black police chief, black city council, black fire chief.
So it's like you've been having your way for a minute.
Man, I'm from Elm Street. We ran Freddy Krueger out of Compton.
Already. Man, it was good talking with you, man. I'd like to hear them stories, man.
Yeah, man, I got a million of them.
And God bless you and everything you continue to do, brother.
That's right. All right, man. And that's how you do it. Just, you know.
Before we go though, man, what you think about Snoop buying Death Row, man?
It's an honor. I really look at this. Why I got this. Man, I'm repping
I see.
Death Row. You know, I'm repping Death Row.
That's what's up,
you
man.
know, this solidifies Compton. This was one of the first major company in America in them 10 square miles. Went through $147 million. And for Snoop to take back the name where he started from.
You say, Suge wasn't even from Compton, was he?
Yes. I mean, not.
He claimed it like Wack doing, right? He wasn't from
I mean,
there.
he's from his area Compton, but they kind of Linwood. He still's in the 10 square miles.
Oh, he in there.
They're in the 10. The mob is part of the 10 square miles.
Okay.
Yeah, you know. So Cash Jones stay 80 miles away from us. You have to take a shuttle to get to his house.
All right, man. We getting up out of here. Young Zeke TV.
Well, Ayatollah Marv.
I was gonna let you say.
Ayatollah. That's right.
We up out of here, man.
Well,